Well, hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Commander, hello. Combat, hello. The lovely Rachel, hello. How are we all? We all doing good? Hope we're all doing well on this fine Monday. But yeah, hope we're all doing good. Um, huh, hope we're all doing well. I tell you what, today was the first time I'd been to the office since the clocks changed. And it was very nice being able to get home and it's still being very sunny. Almost, but not really, made up for having to go to work. Hello, Beanie. You here to cause trouble? What are you doing? Alright, chat. We're going to get into Roottrees. Today's the day. We're going to finish it. I know I've been saying that quite a lot, but this time I mean it. We'll see how we go. All right. Oops. Okay, so last time we'd kind of we finished the tree, but there's a little bit more we have to do. We've got to work out where the possible inconsistencies are. So I'm pretty sure we decided this guy could actually be adopted. We're not sure. What game am I replacing this with? I haven't decided yet. Probably 2 Point Museum. Although I managed to fit that in this week. So maybe I'll finally do Citizen Sleeper. Because that shouldn't take too long. Kingdom Come Deliverance? I've kind of got off the idea of playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, I'm not gonna lie. Count. Alright, so what is the last clue for flipping Mark Clementine. I feel like it's something to do with Tostarito Jacobson, because that came up out of nowhere. Maybe I need to look up Sterling Edsel. I don't know. Does a Lucinda Clementine exist anywhere? No. Why did they take up the Clementine name again? It was Mary Beth who took up the Clementine name. Okay. What about finishing Cyberpunk? If I get really stuck, maybe. I thought you were saving up your points for that, Cacos. You're saving for something else? Okay. But if there's a game I want to play it, I'll probably end up playing it anyway. Tostarito Jacobson. I need to stop pressing home. I keep doing that. So his bail was paid for. It was fairly expensive. Maybe. Hi. So we knew his daughter Mary was graduating, right? We knew that, yeah. It's got to be something to do with Fuegos Fiesta or Tostarito, right? How long do I have until I have to beat this? Well, I've got 3 hours today to try and get it done. That might be unlikely, because I do want to find all the clues before I do my guesses. Um, come on, someone's got to report it on Tostarito. Do I search for Lucinda? The fact that her name used to be Lucinda's got to be significant, right? But where would she have come up? I don't think she'd be in any of these, would she? So this says she adopted 2 children. This is how I found out he was called Edsel, not Edison. Would the basket baby have come up anywhere? Crocodile Clementine. News Time didn't report much on him, did they? Okay, how are we going to find this clue? How are we going to find the clue being... What do you reckon? I'm not going to finish this today, am I? Is there a significance to the ordering of these, or just the not found ones just go to the bottom? Oh, maybe they are in order. Okay. Periodicals are at the bottom, so there's going to be something in the periodical that narrows it down a bit. Goes evidence search periodical. So, there's got to be something on Lucinda. Go. Oh, she's gone. Shut down the owner who owned by Sterling Edison's anyway. What if I search just for him? It was sued by Edison Records. Large company. Okay, I have seen that before. So maybe it's not related to his dad. Could there be anything on Mary Beth? Old rugged cross. Could that have anything to do with it? He's got the whole world. I don't know where we look for next. Maybe it has to do with Costa Rica, but Oops. Or maybe Miami, actually. Damn it. I think they were from Miami originally. Leah! Hello, Leah. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I am deep in concentration. I can't work out what to search next. Should I come back to it or should I stick with it? Well, you probably know the answer because you've got a big brain, Cactus. You probably complete this game much quicker than I did. My birthday is the 16th, Leo, so it hasn't happened yet. Or are you talking to Cactus? Yeah. So it's next Wednesday. Yeah, it's next Wednesday now. God damn. Wednesday next week. First mystery, I was so good. I was like, yes, I've got such a big brain. But this one has been much more difficult. For me, anyway. Any big plans? Well, I can tell you I'm not going to be streaming on my birthday. I am taking my birthday off this year. No, my birthday stream is going to be Friday the 18th when we do the big marble race. What do you mean I do not? Yeah, more. I don't think you can say it's unheard of anymore, Cacos. How much do I suck at this game? I do suck at this game. It's like a puzzle game. You've got to find information by searching for it, and I don't know what to search for to work out some more information on this guy. I've got one clue to find. What am I doing with my free evening on the Wednesday? I haven't decided whether I'll stay around my parents for this, but there's a football game on. There's an Arsenal game on my birthday. As there is tomorrow, so tomorrow's going to be a short stream. Yeah, I'm gonna see my family for dinner after work. I'm also working on my birthday. So I'm going to see my family after work. Then I'll probably come home, watch the football, and then hang out with the wonderful, amazing Rachel until I fall asleep. Okay, I'm ignoring Mark Clementine. We'll come back to Mark Clementine. David Fellows, I hate just as much, but I guess we can try and find some more clues on him. It's probably related to Anonymum, right? It might be quite hard to help me. I'm really just looking for information on these people. Why was this weird rap song relevant? I mean, there are some like references to the family there. Thank you, Fish. I've definitely made lots of progress already. So he comes up with Fountain News. Yes, I can jump. What was this? Oh yeah, there was the whole thing about his age. Yeah, so his favourite movie, White Men Can't Jump. I've already just searched for that, okay. I just feel like I've searched for everything I could possibly find. 17 magazines as title of unreleased controversial song. The intro states it was written on Davy's 17th birthday. Maybe I should look this up here. Nope. 17 magazines. Okay. That was Dirty Davy, wasn't it? No? Okay. So there's nothing about him in Modern Music Monthly. I'm not really trying to connect. Yeah. Well, really, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find information that will lead to me working out who his parents are. Because I've got this big family tree I filled out. So his songs are relevant because he mentions his age. And also he's claiming to be related to this rich family. Section 5p's more. This includes his real name, his birthday, February 9th, 1977. Does that count as a clue? I've already found this. It's not a clue. Okay. He is Aquarius. Made a song called 17 Magazine that he turned 17 in 1982. The song wasn't performed by him? Yeah, I knew he grew up in Portland. He grew up in foster care, which makes it complicated to work out. His family. Okay, he just appears there. Fine. Piketty's got to have some info on him, surely. What about News Time? He did a whole interview with him, didn't he? Joanna Fellows no longer employed. So that would imply that he was born in 77 and couldn't have been born earlier. What are the other clues, though? Where do I need to look? It's got to be something to do with anonymous, maybe. Or about Joanna. See the problem? When I did confirm the other. So this guy is a Roottrie and had an affair with his mum. So that is they did a DNA test to confirm it. With David's mum, yes. Sorry. I didn't want that at all. Yeah, DNA test proved he was related to Guy Hudson. Guy says that his mother Joanna was Zach Morden's secretary, and then Guy Hudson's secretary for only 1 or 2 weeks after that before she quit. His parents divorced when he was 4 after his father learned of the affair. Wait, his parents divorced when he was 4? Phoenix and his mother then moved to Portland because she was afraid for her and her son's life. Wait, no. Yeah, okay, no, I think I get that. Yeah, he went into foster care later. His mum died when he was 16. He started off selling CDs on street corners. Did Miracle talk about him? Blueprints is out in 3 days? What's Blueprints? I have no idea. Okay, so I'm getting more and more off track. Do I look up his mixtapes? It's a good one, Push. You might have just stolen Cactus's punchline. Secret Roottrees. Not gonna bring up anything. Okay, what else do we know about this guy? I'm not going to find any clues today. I'm just going to sit here typing in stuff. Going around in circles. You want to redeem a stream where I ban Fush? Can it be your birthday stream? I'm not going to ban Fush, even if it's only for a stream. It's not very nice. I'm sorry he stole your joke, Cactus, because that would have actually got me. It was not a joke. It was actually a game. Oh, okay. Should I look up the game? I'll look up the game. Will that make you feel better, Cactus? Strategy puzzle adventure game. Hey, Beanie. This seems like quite a big brain game. Oh, that's right. You said Sips played it. Yes, I remember now. I missed that. Oh, is it Beanie? Why are you crouching? Okay, right. I'm getting distracted. Stop distracting me, Beanie. What do we know about Felix? Or David? He's actually called David Fellows. I forgot that. Maybe I need to search more David Fellows. Because he was born as David, changed his name to Felix. Maybe David Fellows appears in the Portland Telegraph. No, he does not. Okay. There's some stuff about Ruby Sprout as well. Why is that relevant? I guess that kind of just led me to finding out he was from Portland and in foster care, right? What was Dirty Devil about? Oh, that's right. Maybe there's some info on like white men can't jump. It's a long shot, but you never know. It's like a 7-year-old movie at this point, but okay. I think it's probably something we can search here. I've just got to think of another line of inquiry, right? So, like, the Roottrees rift. Maybe it's to do with wrong Roottrees. Probably not, but. He doesn't really have anything to do with them, does he? No. Oh, I've got lots of clues on those to look up, though. Maybe I should start looking at... Wait, would it link up, though? No, it wouldn't link up. I don't think. My puppies clouds of trust should keep you away. Obtain the infamous lawyer Stevie Whitlock to sue his family. Wait, I did know about this, didn't I? Yeah. I had looked her up. All your problems was the first name single released. Yeah, that was how I found out. Single, right? What if I search for MTV? This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna go look at these guys. God, it's been an hour. I've not found any new info. Oh, chat, we're in trouble. There's a bit of evidence here that I've not found, apparently. So we definitely need to look a bit more into this guy. Guys Like Us is a 1953 comedy film. Is it to do with Gwen Roottrees? Guys Like Us remake. Type. I'm sorry, my baby. One route. Okay, I looked at all this. Who's she born to? Her name? Oh, okay, she's born to minus Cornwall. That's right. Okay. Gwyn Cornwall, I assume not giving me the information. Okay. Fine. Oh! I did find an update. That's cool. So maybe I have to go over some old stuff. Is that why it's not showing up? Because it's stuff I've already seen at some point? There's got to be some info about Guys Like Us somewhere. Yeah, I kind of thought the out-of-date warning was like, there's nothing new here, you don't need to look at it. How is there nothing in Silver Screen magazine? God damn it. Should I look up these guys? Leslie Florence and Harrison Lane. Huntington's, is that relevant? Ah, okay. Huntington's is passed genetically from parent to child. I wonder... We're going to find out that one of her sons had Huntington's. I'm calling it now. It said Ron Roottrees had a medical issue. Dropping out in the wake of a serious medical issue. But then that would mean I don't get it though, because that would mean he would have a different mum. Surely she was obviously pregnant. There's loads of mentions of her being pregnant, so how could he suddenly have a different mum? Okay, so what's this clue then? Did not make the parents at Gwyn Roottrees' funeral. I don't think I read that. Because of his absence, there are rumours online he must have already died. But in his 70s, still lives in Paris. Oh, that's not the clue. Okay. I thought I was going to be the clue. That seems like relevant info. Maybe it's fortune favours the grave. No. Robbie Roottrees was released from French prison after serving a few years for assault. His embezzlement and arrest were partially featured in 6 pieces. He's not yet. No, I have just read this. I don't remember reading the first paragraph, but I read this statement. Yeah. Oh, I have already got updates for all of them. Okay. So is this an update? Oh, I'm so confused. What could this last bit of info be? Plans to trust? I've definitely read this at some point now. Maybe something from the diary? Quinn divorce Wild Bill. No, see when he gets up to installer. What else was interesting about these guys? An American reader on vacation in Paris overheard Wild Bill and Quinn argue in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. So how could they not both be hers? I really think we need to find out what kind of medical issue Ron has. I think that's the lead, but... Or was it Robbie? I think it was Robbie. No, it was Rob. Okay. So I guess it's possible Ron wasn't, but Robbie was? Oh, maybe it's his wife. Wait, would she be called Penelope Roottrees now? No. Yes! So she's part of a fundraiser for Huntington's disease. You can't be 9 months pregnant and have a baby less than 9... No, she was holding a baby and also pregnant. What I'm saying is perhaps the first baby wasn't hers. Visibly. You can be visibly pregnant a few months before 9 months. I would argue. Oh, I know Cagos, have you tried? The fundraiser was called The Best Medicine and was to help find a cure for Huntington's disease. That's got to be relevant. Yes, okay, right. Am I offering? I'm not offering Cagos. So what I'm saying is, if he's got Huntington's disease, his mum was probably Leslie Florence and not Gwyn, right? So I'm tempted to say that for now. Because I don't think we have any info on when he was actually born. Because wouldn't she have been in Paris? I don't know. When did they move to Paris? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it now. We've made some progress at least. These guys we have all the info for. Why did I decide he wasn't a Rootree? I don't know. I'll work that out. Min Lang, Hanging with the Hands. I remember these. She started calling herself Lucy Lang. Corporate Synergetic Solutions Unlimited could be a clue. She grew up in a small Arkansas town. Okay, I mean, I know it wasn't her, but it was interesting. Jerry, Linda, and Mark Howard appeared recently on a website called Focus on Philanthropy under the headline Hanging with the Hands. Yeah, there's this whole thing about IVF, which meant we weren't sure whether she was... We still have a 1 here. There must be some evidence I'm missing. Probably Anonymum related. I think she was the Team Talon Core one, right? Yeah. Hauser. Yeah, that's not going to be relevant. What could be relevant though is New Line. No. Quilts. I feel like I looked at this, yeah. Things in you. There we go. I had to get the name the right way around. The article empowered. An early adopter of IVF and helped her sister have a child. Okay, these are all the same page. Why didn't it list her last name on the family tree, I wonder? What was her sister's name again? It's not going to give me any more info, is it? Linda, yeah, it just takes me here. Okay. Hang on, so who's writing this? Linda. Linda is... Lang Xinyao. Is that her sister? So, Xinyu had a thing for redheads. Interesting. I don't know if that's relevant at all. And I don't know what this last clue is going to be. Grew up in China as Min Lang. Is this another one I'm going to have to come back to? I've got all the information for a lot of them though. I didn't find this one, but okay. Mark can wait to travel abroad as soon as old enough. That's not relevant. That's not the relevant bit. Okay, well, I do Lucy Lang. Maybe it's like IVF I have to look up. No. Okay. We'll have to try. Test tube baby. Test Tube Baby is a 1950s doo-wop song by a band called Beth and the Turners. Don't think that's relevant. I'm starting to think she might not be. She was actually from the sister. But I don't know if I can prove that. I also need this final clue, I guess. At the time, the CEO of Lang Tai was Lang Hongbo, and his younger daughter Lang Xin Yao and her husband could not have children, so intended where he paid key genes to have their child implanted in his older daughter, who was unmarried. So that would mean for the sake of this, she would not be a blood relative because she's got no relation to Guy. I want to find that last clue to be sure, though. Their services were in some cases falsified. During the final week of pregnancy, the client would travel to a key genes facility in either China or the United States. Usually it was the opposite of their home country. They would then give birth and be photographed. To allow the birth to appear to be over 9 months after the announcement, the celebrity was going to use the service. Okay. I often claim to perform IVF, but we're just accepting bribes to forge paperwork. Oh, so maybe it wasn't an IVF baby. Oh, I hate this. Is that the last clue though? It's not the last clue. Okay, so there's something else I've got to find then. Celebrities either be perfectly found out unexpectedly pregnant but declared they were going to use the service as soon as possible. During the final pregnancy, the client would travel facility of China or United States. No, I don't want Tacos to tell me. I want to try and work this out myself, but it might take me another few weeks. Did I search for them in Business Watch? Article claims, or sometimes claim they performed IVF, but they did not. Yeah, see, he doesn't want to do it for me. Apparently presented to the Department of Health and Human Services for credible evidence. At the time the article was still an ongoing investigation. Okay, that was it. Okay, I had to search them in keygenes. Okay, in Business Watch. So, again, I'm not sure. I don't think we can prove it either way because of the scandal, right? So I've got everything on these and these. So I've got one on Mark Clementine to find, a couple on David Fellows, and then this potential new person who we don't know. Progress is being made, chat. We're making progress. We're doing it. I'm going to go grab a drink real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, right. I had a funny feeling I'm just going to get all these wrong anyway. Excuse me. Oh. Just give myself hiccups. Inhaled some lemonade. Okay, so what do we know about this person? But the DNA test proved that she couldn't be related. Ah, good old Piketty. Here we go. Shortly after the announcement that Jane Doe Rootree was not a Rootree, Piketty exposed personal details about the story of Anonymum under the headline Anonymum, the Anonicon. The Anonymum on the Anonicon. Worked as a manager at a department store in North Carolina, and her daughter's name was Courtney May. The woman that vouched for her famous cover story is named Corinne S., and that she had filed for bankruptcy. That's not even evidence. It speculates that they might have been lovers. Do we not have a Corinne who works for the company? Yes! Wait! Corinne Schwartz, right? There was a Corinne. Hold. Corrine Schwartz, yes. The article speculates that none of them Corrine Schwartz. I vaguely remember searching for these people. Journalist involved with independently verified she's not an honor mum. I don't think we had any info on the others. Was there not something about them being hired at the same time? Where's the article? She and another one were hired at the same time. These parties mostly seem to be excused to have after parties at Guy's home, featuring one. She claims she slept with him. Haha! I don't know why I didn't think of this just now. We just searched for Courtney May Watts. So it was Beatrice. Courtney May is a simple website, black text on a white background. From the view counter you can tell you're one of only a few hundred people has visited it. She claims she is Jane Doe Roottrees. As proof, she has posted an unobscured cover from the time she was featured on News Time, as well as a different picture of herself that appears to be a wedding photo. The true story of Jane Doe Roottrees, courtesy of Courtney May Newton, formerly Watts. My mum approached the Roottrees before 5Ps was ever on the cover of News Time. Nobody at the Roottrees company took us seriously. The site is a scanned letter from the Ruby legal group, Courtney May's mother Beatrice. In very polite legal terms, it seems to accuse her of exploiting their name in order for her to leave the Roottrees alone. It's dated from a few weeks before the 5Ps article. Mum was advised by Ryan and Cork, including the scan of DNA test results that prove Jane Doe Roottrees was not a Roottree. Okay, we'll look at those in a sec. Signatures. Okay. Alright, so this has a 99% match, who's listed as Jane Doe. Let's grab these pictures. She looks like a Roottrie. Okay, so this is apparently a comparison with Bonnie Kellogg, right? But then the sample the Roottrie company let them know it's from Bonnie Kellogg, but they're not a match. Because Jane Doe here doesn't match Bonnie Kellogg here. So I don't think that's proof at all. I think she definitely could be. Let's fill this in. Hey, maybe I will finish this today. So this is Courtney May Watts. Do we know if it was Beatrice Watts? Is that her birth name? She was known as Beatrice Watts when they were hired, and she was probably single. Oh yeah, what was her spouse's name? Danny Newton. Cool. Probably Daniel. Maybe I should check that. Because I went through all that quite quickly, didn't I? Newton, formerly Watts. I'm just going to assume it's a Daniel and not a Dan. Yeah, what else would it be? It's called Danny. The angry type. I was just trying to work out what his name was. Okay, so I think this bit is done. We think she She's not definitely a relative, but she's not definitely not. Because I think they lied on her... the Roottrees have lied on her DNA test. I don't think we can be confident David is either right now. Oh, was that all the evidence we needed for him? Oh, amazing. Okay, that was why I hadn't found it yet. Okay. So we've got one for Mark Clementine to find. We finished Min Lang. Did I finish these? I did finish these. I looked up the company. I don't think I looked up the doctor. Adrian Rowland. Yeah, that's a good point, Fish. Well spotted. Okay, it's no info. It does say they're a neutral third party that has been used by plenty of respectable companies. And this other one says... no, it said it in here, didn't it? It's a legitimate company and they don't seem to have any reason to create fake results or hide the truth. So I don't think the game wants me to investigate them any further. It's just... yeah. I don't know. I honestly just think the Roottrees haven't given the right DNA samples. Because on this one, actually it said it on this article. It's listed as Jane Doe because it wasn't collected in person, but the Roottree company let them know it was from Bonnie Kellogg. Just out of interest, I'm going to take a screenshot here. I want to compare the left-hand column on there are quite a few similar rows. I kind of think this test is correct. This test is wrong. And she is actually a Rootree. And you know what? I'm confident enough I'm going to tick it. Call me crazy. I think she is. I think he is. No, you're crazy. Okay, so I've just got to wrap up this one. I've got to work out what on earth I'm missing on this guy, and then we can run through everybody and work out if they're Roottrees or not. Sound good? Alright. Maybe it's the Miracle Congregation. Miracle Retreat. No. Miracle Retreat is signing goes exclusively by Miracle Junior. Wait, is it Miracle or Miracle Junior? She was. That was Miracle. Okay. Yeah, it was the oldest one. Generations of miracles. Okay, it's the same article. Fine. What about Basket Baby? No. Okay, I'm stumped. I think it's likely that he's not a Roottrie anyway. But I guess I do need proof of that. What else do we know about him? Maybe it comes from the main death article. Miracle Congregation. The information that the church's leader was moved. His eyes on the sparrow, reached out to her personally. That's the same article, isn't it? Yeah. So does he not appear in the Butler County Times then, if he was born there? Maybe? Real life Baby Moses situation. Try searching Baby Moses, no. Okay, so is there anything we know about her? Was adopted under unusual circumstances. But I think that's a reference to the whole basket baby thing, right? Someone decided to test how much she supported adoption and left a baby on her doorstep in a basket. According to the site, she adopted him without question and raised him as her own son. But that wasn't national news in many circles. He became known as the basket baby, and he even went on tour with her as he grew up. And double check Tostarito. Okay. Now she did appear in Modern Music Monthly, right? Yeah. The Old Rugged Cross. Sterling Edison. So what else what other info could I possibly have on this guy? It's definitely something I've got to search here for. No, it's probably not really about his wife, is it? I'm really confused by this mention of Lucinda. I can't get it out of my head. There's got to be more on her. Was that maybe his birth mother? How would I possibly find that out, though? Found a few different sources. Tostarito Jacobson used to be named Lucinda. So this has got to be relevant somewhere, right? Thank you. I found it. There's a Crime Blotter article about Edith Jacobson that also mentions a Helen Roottrees and a Lucinda Jacobson. It was in Butler County. In 1971, when she was 18, Edith and her sister Lucinda were arrested for trespassing at the Miracle Congregation's church. It's not even useful. God damn it. It's not useful at all, is it? They were pretending to be church employees in this end. They were caught by Helen Roottrees, who was there at the time while her husband Miracle was away preaching. Helen Roottrees was quoted saying, "Jesus forgives and so do we." So who even is Lucinda? Were they just friends? Wait, in 1971, was that when he was arrested? No, because she was Tostarito when he was arrested. So why is Lucinda relevant at all? I don't get it. Okay, anyway, that was the last of the clues I needed, though. So now we've got to go through everyone and make our final decision, right? Frank Williams. I decided he was a Rootree because definitely related to Bess Williams. Why is this relevant at all? But blood is thicker than syrup, but nothing's thicker than Elias. They mimic Grandma Elias. Gwyneth was, yeah, this is what I think, right? So Sam says her son Ernie once asked her who's Beth because he overheard them yelling about someone with that name. But it's linking me this because Gwyneth had a lisp. So even though they heard her yelling about Beth, it was actually Bess. And therefore they must have had an affair, and he's definitely a Rootree. Bam, decision made. Stuart and Mark, I've got no idea about. She's listed on many sites to mention adoption and the history of adoption. She adopted 2 children in the late 1940s. So she detailed her experience going through the system to adopt Stuart. So I think there's probably She first visited in 1949. Do we know when Stuart was born? She spoke at Congress in 1949. I'm going to say not a Roottrees. He was adopted. Mark, on the other hand, I'm not so sure about. Why is this relevant? That's what I need to know. When she was 18, Edith and her sister Lucinda were arrested for trespassing at the Miracle Congregation's church. It's like 21 years after he was born. I don't see how that's relevant. The article mentions that her first visit was a success and insistent move to congregation. It also mentions that the unusual circumstances of her second son's adoption had prevented her from touring recently. That was like 3 years after. I'm going to say we can't be sure, but probably not. David, I'm pretty confident is. I'm going to leave that as it is. Now, this is what I wanted to work out on whether Ron did have Huntington's disease. I feel like the game is definitely pushing me that way. Because his wife says, up until recently I didn't know anything about Huntington's. In the last few months I've gone from knowing nothing about it to learning more than any one person should ever have to. But we know she was pregnant with Robbie. We don't necessarily know he was the father, but we know she was the mother, so he must be a Roottrees. I'm happy with that. I think that's right. Heather and Melissa Ford. Why am I so confident about these? Into Cicely Sanchez. He sent his mistress Susie. Yeah, this is why this is relevant. She was too good for him. He died soon after, and that was the last that ever came up. Okay. Okay, this is why, because Mr. Hughes was convinced that he was not the father of Mrs. Hughes' current pregnancy. That was 1982, and they were twins. So she only had one pregnancy. Is that really her? I don't think it is. But I don't know who else that could be. Flavio. There was something going on with Sonia, wasn't there? She didn't get on with her husband. Journalists claimed this was to shut down the story. I think they're probably trying to cover up that she had a child, do we think? This says unmarried. She stayed out of the spotlight so no one would have spotted she was pregnant. Is that why she changed her name and stayed out of the spotlight? I don't know if we have definitive proof though. But I've ticked it, so I must have thought he was. Given that she doesn't live with her husband, is that enough evidence? I'm going to leave him as a tick. I'm leaving him as a tick. Min Lang, I just don't know all this IVF stuff. It could go either way for me, that one. So I'm leaving that. Now, James and Robert. This was an interesting one, right? Because Christine works there from 1976 until 78. Guy only took over as president in 78. Special management, let me say. Now, Robert is 3 years younger than James. That's what we've got to remember here. But do we know how old they are? The plated loaf is apparently relevant, but I don't really know why. So in September 1978, the blurb mentions that he's been giving lessons from his home kitchen for the last month so that he can keep an eye on his son. Yeah, so I think that means James could be, but Robert would have been too young. There's no way they would still together. But why is this relevant? Is Christine mentioned in here? Oh yeah, the Antonellis. Okay. Elizabeth wasn't aware the pilot's daughter showed up with Guy and didn't seem comfortable switching partners. So I think he is. Can we say for sure though? I think I'm ready to go for it. I think I'm going to go for it. Should I do it, chat? Am I sure? Oh. There's a couple that I'm not sure about. I can't really be confident enough he is. So I've maybe doubt myself now. I was ready to go for Chaos. I can't really doubt myself here. No. I can't be sure he is. I mean, can we be sure Flavio is? I don't think we can be sure Flavio is. There's not enough info there. I'm not really very confident on these, but the timeline doesn't match up for Stuart. It possibly does for Mark. Stop overthinking some things and think, yeah, but I went through my reasoning for all of them. I've got more than one mistake. Okay. Well, I mean, I've kind of guessed that these two are based off the fact that their DNA kind of matches. Maybe I should put these as not sure. Oh, I also didn't put her occupation. What was her occupation? She got a degree in nursing. And she worked in retail. She works at a department store, yeah. I'm still kind of ticking these. Now am I ready? I mean, these ones were optional anyway, weren't they? But don't really know about Mark. They say he's adopted, but that could be a lie, is what I'm thinking. Frank, I'm reasonably confident on. These two, I think I've talked about enough, but he's got Huntington's disease, which is genetic, so he can't have been born from Gwen. But Gwen was visibly pregnant at some point, so Robbie must have been. The Fords, I'm guessing a little bit, but Thomas Hughes claimed not to be responsible, so I think that's a safe assumption. Flavio, I guess I'm not really sure about. Min Lang with the IVF thing. I think the game is trying to lead me to say that she is related. But in my mind, there's enough doubt. So I think she probably is, but I don't know if she definitely is. I don't know what I should put that as. James and Robert, I'm fairly happy with. Yeah, I think that's it. I'd be surprised if I am 100% right, given the way this game has gone. I don't know which one I'm wrong about, though, and you're not going to tell me, so. If I'm wrong, then so be it. This is my best guess. Can I make a backup of the save? Oh, it doesn't matter, because I'll just know the answers anyway, won't I? I have at least 3 mistakes. What are you talking about? There's no way that's 3 mistakes. No, I guess there could be. I only need to be certain about one being a root tree and one not being one to not get a bad ending. Yeah, I don't know how... Well, I don't know how it works, but... You're kidding, it's not at least 3? It's at least 4, is that what you're saying? I'm gonna click it. I'm scared, but I'm gonna click it. Oh, it wanted me to click it twice. I only psyched myself up to click it once. Oh, did I miss an optional entry? Oh well, doesn't matter.
Beatrice and Courtney May. Clark, can you swing another test against Bonnie's DNA?
This time I'll be sure to have them verify both samples in person.
Huh.
Using the family tree you filled out, as well as DNA tests, we were able to uncover the truth behind all the inconsistencies.
Okay, how badly did I do?
Clark's handling the business, but I've come to thank you and fill you in on everything we've learned. Buckle up, because it's been one heck of a week. Actually, that's an understatement. It's not every week you discover your family company is being sabotaged by someone they trusted. But that's the kind of time we've been having. Like I said, buckle up. Maybe grab some popcorn. We'll start with Guy Hudson.
Alright, here we go, chat. I'm gonna eat my cake whilst we discover this.
Guy had a frankly ridiculous number of potential children. What shocked me is how many graduated from potential to confirmed.
Wait, were these all confirmed?
We can even prove he was aware of them. The smoking gun was how he used company money to pay off a lot of women. He hid it with a method inspired by his idol, Elias. 5-piece flavors. The flavors he was paying to research were a ruse.
Yes, I did think that. But I didn't know that was definitive proof.
He developed flavors based on the initials of the women he was paying. Which was really stupid, considering one of their names started with X.
Mmm. I don't think I actually worked that out, did I?
Let's start with Christine.
I didn't follow the money,
I
you're
was
right.
paying her under the name Caviar, but there were some other clues. James was born 9 months after Zach's party.
Oh, okay. So that one was wrong. No, I said maybe for him, right? I can't remember. Maybe is wrong if it's not a maybe. Yeah, I guess. I didn't realise he was born 9 months after the party.
Christine was there with Guy, And when she got pregnant, she panicked. Steve stepped up. He even turned it into one of his recipe stories.
Oh, that was why. She had already prepared buns for the palace ovens. Yates insisted she had no obligation to prepare, but he shared a fear they'd missed their final chance to bake together. In the end, bankrolled by the king, they spent the day. Oh, fuck. Probably should have spotted that. I couldn't be bothered to read it again, though, honestly. The bun in the oven pun was a clue, I guess. It was meant to lead me to the recipe.
Not all of Guy's affairs led to offspring. He may have slept with Robin Martin, but she didn't have children, so we'll never know. Also, not every child of Guy's affair partners were his. Robert Garland was born after his parents had already moved to Boston.
I got that right. Pretty sure I got that right. But I think I said maybe for James and I said no for Robert.
Skipping Beatrice for now. Up next is Lang Xin-yu. When Guy showed up in China, she was into America. And Americans. Dare I say redheads, even?
That's what I said. I said she had a thing for redheads.
When she got pregnant, her father paid key genes to fake IVF. They claimed her sister was unable to conceive.
Now, I said maybe because... I said maybe for this one because it was definitely hinting a lot that the IVF was fake. But I'm saying we didn't have definitive proof that he... It said it was fake. It said the company did lots of fake ones, but it didn't say they were all fake. It says they sometimes claim that they performed IVF when they did not. That was why I put maybe. But I said it probably was fake. But we didn't have definitive proof, is what I was thinking.
But her sister and Jerry had their own son, Mark.
Oh, maybe that's what I didn't put together. That they did have their own child, so there was no reason for her to have IVF. That's the bit I was missing. God damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, okay. I accept that. I was wrong.
Sonia Alves was soon after. Nia was married at a very young age to a much older husband. She resented him. I don't blame her. They allegedly spent no time together in private. Guy was in Brazil during Christmas 1979. It's the only Christmas not in the records. Flavio was born 9 months later, and like the others, Guy
I said yes to
dating
this
Sonia.
originally. I changed it to maybe because... Oh, damn it. Okay, well. Did I change it back? I think I changed it back. I'm going to say I changed it back. It's not like this is recorded.
Last was Susan Ford, hired to translate for Guy's overseas trips. It's easy to read into Guy's donation to her school, but there's no definitive proof there. She and Guy were witnessed together near the end of his life. Susan's husband was convinced he couldn't be the father of her daughters. Guy, though, paid double. The price of twins.
Nice. I got those right.
So, what about 5 Ps? Felix Fellow's mother, Joanna, doesn't have a 5 pieces flavor. On top of that, his story doesn't really add up. His mother already left the company by the time Guy became president, and his lyrics indicate he was born sometime around 1975. Alone, that wouldn't necessarily prove it. But there are some suspicious connections between Felix and the company's current lawyer.
I was thinking that. So is he not?
They both grew up in Portland, in foster care, and according to the local paper, they definitely knew one another. Ruby was the one who approached the Roottrees to begin with. It was all a setup.
Oh, interesting.
Ruby and Felix saw my book's challenge to the Clancet Trust as an opportunity. His mother really had worked for Roottree, and Ruby was a respected lawyer. She exploited my family's greed, worked her way into control of the trust, and ensured Felix got a
I missed the most important
but
part,
they
yeah.
made some mistakes
I
along
was
the way.
going to put him as maybe.
If you look at the 2 DNA tests that Ruby handled, they were both supposedly
I did spot this
tested
bit.
against Bonnie Hudson. But the 2 signatures that should both represent Bonnie don't match. After Clark and I confronted her, Ruby lawyered up. Ironic, we suspect Ruby had Donatico test Felix against his own mother's DNA. He had a hairbrush of hers. They sent the female sample in remotely. On the second test, Bonnie's sample was tested locally, but Courtney May's was not. Ruby's been throwing away samples. We think she sent her own hair instead of Courtney May's, but it could have been anyone's. Ruby and Felix were in cahoots. As for
Oh, I
why,
see.
they were both
Okay.
advocates of wealth redistribution. A noble effort, but once they controlled the family fortune, they became just as greedy as the worst members of my family. The money corrupted them. They were so eager to personally wield the wealth for their own cause that they sabotaged any other claims.
Yeah, that makes sense. I should have realised that.
That finally brings us to Anonymom, aka Beatrice Watts. Her tales of Guy's parties and payoffs were true. She even approached Ruby before 5Ps was on news time. Ruby used Beatrice's truths to make Felix's lies feel real, then ruined the DNA test so that Beatrice looked phony in the public court of opinion. I feel worst for her in all of this. While Ruby and Felix stole the show, there were some other potential new family members as well. Miracle Roottrie was less of an open and shut case. That said, it's very likely he had a son with Mary Beth Clementine. Not Stuart. Mary Beth adopted him before she ever set foot in Butler County.
That works that out.
That leaves Mark. The timeline fits. He showed up about 9 months after Mary Beth visited Miracle, and the basket baby story is a bit too convenient. If that's not enough on its own, he was also bailed out by the sister of Edith Roottrie, Miracle Jr.'s wife, after she changed her name to win that silly contest.
Okay.
Our best guess is that Mark was told by his mother whose son he was, and used that fact to put some pressure on Miracle Jr. We have no real proof of that, but nothing else really makes sense for why they'd be connected in that way.
So was anyone a maybe? Why did they give me a maybe option?
Elias's affair was the most ambiguous. Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias to do things he wouldn't
There
have
is a
otherwise
maybe,
done,
okay.
like pressure to include me in the family. My son even mentioned them arguing about someone named Beth.
Yeah, but she had a list.
Combined with Gwyneth's lisp, it's possible the name was actually Bess.
Is this the maybe?
Unfortunately, all we know about Bess Williams is that she wrote his book and died. The timeline fits with Wildcat, but there's no record if she had any other relationship. Honestly, I wouldn't say we
Okay.
had enough evidence either way.
So that was wrong as well. That was one I was kind of confident on.
I wouldn't be surprised if Elias cheated. Of course, I'm a bit biased. Regardless, we haven't gotten in touch with any of the Williams clan yet. That means we haven't been able to do a DNA test. As Clark mentioned, from here on out, all of our DNA tests will be in person, for both parties.
Makes sense.
Lastly, we have a bit of a curveball. Ron Roottrees isn't related to us by blood.
I got this one
Gwyn
wrong.
was definitely pregnant, so it's likely Robbie is. When Ron and Robbie went to visit their mother at the end of her life, something changed. Additionally, there have been a few rumors circling around Ron. RR Productions canceled the Guys Like Us remake due to the director's illness. At the same time, Ron's wife Penelope began doing benefits for Huntington's disease, stating that she had become familiar with it. Huntington's is the same disease that Gwyn's former co-star Leslie Florence had. It's passed from parent to child. It can't skip a generation. Because Gwyn and Wild Bill didn't have Huntington's, and Ron seems to, it's impossible Gwyn was his mother. I recently confirmed all this with Ron. At the end of her life, Gwyn told Ron the story. Leslie and Bill had an affair the same year Leslie learned she had Huntington's. Leslie got pregnant. Leslie wasn't likely to survive to see her child grow up. And even if she did, she didn't want to be a burden. She begged Gwyn and Wild Bill to adopt her child. Gwyn did. Mere weeks after she found out she was having her own
Why do they
son,
even need me? She's
she
found out
also
so much
took
more
in
than I
Ron.
did.
Wild Bill was a problem. Unreliable and a serial adulterer. Gwyn divorced him and never saw him again. Gwyn had already told Starlet she was pregnant, so it never really made waves when people saw her with a child in Paris. There was gossip during her divorce when she was discovered to be pregnant again. In actuality, it was the final months of her only pregnancy. To lay low, she stayed in Paris long enough that even her own family never had reason to question the timeline. It's one heck of a story, and frankly, nobody could be expected to piece the timeline together. Not with what few mentions of Gwyn's past have survived. But the Huntingtons itself? That's proof.
Nice. I'm glad I got that right.
Ron suing Robbie to remove him from the Clancid Trust was a huge moment in my story, and a major catalyst for this entire investigation.
And Ron shouldn't have even been in it.
Finding out that it's been pretty much backwards this whole
Yeah.
time has been a bit surreal. So that's where we're at. Looking over the information you sent us was useful.
But you were so wrong, I went and did it all myself, is what she's about to say.
Without your tree, I'm not sure we would have ever discovered Ruby. All this information, this entire story, it's a lot, in more ways than one. Some of it has the potential to destroy marriages and ruin relationships. We're handling it all very, very carefully, but we couldn't have gotten here without you. And with that, I guess our tale has finally, truly come to an end. What a strange one it was. No words can express how grateful I am to you for untangling this mess. Honestly, I've had enough of my family's eccentricities and scandals for one lifetime. I imagine you have as well. And if not, well, there's always Elias's and Gwyneth's brothers and sisters.
Attention, attention, Roottrees. This is 5-Piece coming at you from the real world.
We did it!
The place you ain't ever lived in.
You say money is the root of all your problems. Root of all your
Man,
problems.
y'all are hypocrites, sitting back in your massive estates, built from the cash that your ancestors.
So there was quite a few bits I didn't quite put together there. I guess I'm not made out to be a detective after all.
Look at here, sonny, don't you come for our money, or you might burn bright in hellfire someday, like that Madsen chick and her two dads. My pappy's cleansing trust should keep you away. Yo, it's disturbing, catching a sermon from a geezer who's never known hurt, but blurts out these claims that somehow we're sinners, cause we didn't earn it. When all of your worth it came free with your name, you expect me to treat your lectures on greed as some expert creed from he without blame. How about instead, I turn my other cheeks and spread them. When you give me a kiss, you'll know just where to aim.
You say money is the root of all your problems.
Yeah, I think I had a different idea of what counts as definitive proof
Whoever calls dollars
than the
the
game
root of
did.
all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds, you the world's purest treacle.
But yeah, that's fair. I could have been more like
So once more with passion,
confident in some of them.
Your mansions and Porsches are actually horrible. How I'm better off penniless, grasping for morsels. How wanted my share, that's actually extortion. With your candy ass name, synonymous with sweets. Oh, you wanna call me classless? I'm gangster from Portland, but I play that game. I came up the streets.
Yeah,
The only streets you reppin'?
getting the rapper wrong was silly me.
Monopoly is toppling. When I knock, have
But I kind of thought that because, well, I don't know.
you to live in poverty, and if you're suddenly not eager to unhand that fortune, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm gonna have to take my portion, and I'll do it all legally. Class action, courtrooms, decorum. I way past your fancy ass dormant.
You say money is the root of all your problems. Let me take those problems away.
Bring the choir in.
You say
I made some pretty big assumptions about the DNA
all
tests
your problems.
that
Let
turned
me
out to be wrong.
take those problems away.
Yeah.
You say money is the root of all your problems. Let me take those problems away.
Whoever calls dollars the root of all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds, you the world's purest treacle, while real world folks burning spoons for the needle. Whoever calls dollars the root of all evil, just trying to make small pursuits of real people. You silver spoon feeds, you the world's purest treacle, while real world folks burning spoons for the needle.
Anyway, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. It's a good game. So an after credit scene. No, okay. Took a while to load. That was good fun. I enjoyed that. Thank you for recommending that to me, Kakos. I probably wouldn't have played that otherwise. We finally did it. We got to the end. Even though I turned out to be wrong. Okay. Chat, I think I will end there for today. A little bit early. But that's okay. Um, chat, tomorrow I'll be here at about 6 o'clock UK time doing some rallying. I've only got one rally to do, and it's only like 6 stages, so it'll be a pretty short stream. I might come up with something else to do for a little bit after, but it probably will still be a short stream. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. What else have I got on the schedule this week? I can't even remember. Wednesday was 2 Point Museum, I think. Yeah. Thursday I was going to do Coral Island. One of those might move for Blood Bowl if that gets scheduled quickly. You are too late, I'm afraid, Twitchy. I'm just about to go. I'm sorry. So yeah, I've got a rallying tomorrow, 2 Point Museum on Wednesday, Thursday probably Coral Island, Friday trucking, Saturday marbles, Sunday flight sim. That's my plan for this week. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, everybody. Who should we go raid? Who should we go raid? The root of all your problems. Let's go raid Tilleron. Tilleron's doing some GeoGuessr. Okay, thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Much love. I should be here at 6 p.m. sharp for rallying tomorrow. So yeah, should be good fun. All right, thanks everybody. Much love. I'll see you all next time. Bye 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 bye. Bye.